The raging COVID-19 pandemic shows no signs of abating. The global caseload has surged past the sobering number of 100 million, according to data collected by Johns Hopkins University. That means 1 in less than 80 people around the world has been infected with the virus. Global coronavirus cases reached the milestone of 50 million in early November last year, but it only took a little more than 2 months for it to double. And just as vaccines begin to offer hope for a path out of the pandemic, officials have sounded alarms about highly contagious new variants of the virus circulating in many parts of the world. So what lessons could be drawn from the viral pandemic? And what does the latest milestone of 100 million positive cases mean for the world's ongoing battle to contain it?
A name for the disease, COVID-19.
It's clearly a very sad signal. 100 million infected people is a tragedy of almost unmet proportion, right? Very seldom in history we have such a tragic event.
For the world, it has time to wake up to these threats, I think. We know that this pandemic is not going away right away. It will remain a challenge.
So I think this is now the huge signal that tells us the government should step up and try to control the epidemic. And also I think people's life should put first.
That is kind of difficult to believe. And yeah, I really think it's important that people understand how serious the situation is. I think what this also means is that in countries where the situation has gotten out of control, they should really look to other countries. So for example, here in China, where the government and authorities have taken very effective measures to keep the situation under control.
And I think the sooner we can tackle this problem, the sooner we can end with this. Definitely, number one is wearing mask. What if, US, they would ask their people to wear mask earlier. The other measures, keep informing people. Like for example, in China, information is very transparent and we can receive information in any minute telling us what to do, where to go, where not to go. We have high, medium and low risk areas. If you're traveling within China, you still have to quarantine yourself for 14 days, for 10 days. This is something that we can implement in other countries.
What China has done, the lockdowns, the testing, and of course the social distancing, the masking, they have to be done in a strict way. So I think we need to put together all measures, not just in China but across the world. We need to benchmark with what China has done.
I must say that Chinese policy in fighting COVID, but also in providing assistance to countries like in Africa, it's something that is badly needed.
That is an example others should follow, right? It's just something that really works well. Fast, very strong measures. So you have to quarantine the people, you have to build makeshift hospitals, makeshift quarantine centers. You have to ensure the transport. That is very well done in China.
My personal impression is that the most important thing is being as decisive and swift in your action as quick as possible.
The key things are to enforce all the measures of social distancing, of closing borders where necessary to prevent the spread of particularly the new variants, and also to encourage people and to organise the distribution of vaccines.
I think we need to use all weapons we can to fight this kind of huge epidemic. And we are all humans, we are all confronted to the same problem. So indeed, international cooperation is very important. And the role of international bodies like the World Health Organization is really very important.
COVID-19 is a huge challenge and no single country can handle it alone. It needs collective efforts, join hands with each other to overcome the pandemic. The whole world should work together and address the issues.
We are sharing the same future in the world in terms of fighting COVID-19. Solidarity, of course, and cooperation are crucial, and without that, then we all fall down. Everyone must play their role at the individual country level in order to contribute to tackling the global challenge.